Welcome students. Our lecture number 13, which is where we start. The next topic is forging. Forging is the process of shaping heat metal by the application of sudden blows. Hammering, forging or steady pressure forging, and make use of the characteristics of the plastic of the metal. Forging is a metal forming process which may be done by hand or by a machine. In case of hand forging, the hammer is done by hands, where the forging by the machine involves the use of the dies, and it is mostly used in the mass production. As you see in that figures, this is the machines which is used in forging process. As see in figure A, where a two roller is a roll and a motion which is up and down motion is occur, which is connected with a ram, and ram is connected with the upper die. In bottom part, a anvil which is connected with a die, anvil which has a lower die, and a workpiece which is settled on that anvil. When the operation of up and down is performed, the metal plastically deform and occur the shape which is given in die shape, as you see in figure second. Now, whatever may be method may be applying pressure for shaping the metal, the primary requirement is to heat the metal to define temperature to bring it into plastic state. This may be done in open heart called smith forge, or a small job in closed furnace for large job. The shop in which the metal is carried out is called smithy or smith shop. The metal which are used in forging process must possess the required ductility. We know that ductility refers to capacity of metal to undergo deformation under tension without failure. The commonly used forging material are aluminum alloy, copper alloy, low carbon steel, alloy steel, nickel alloy, tungsten alloy, magnesium alloy, titanium alloy or beryllium. Some advantage of the forging process. In forging process, grain growth is continuously uninterrupted. It gives greater strength and toughness to the forged component. As shown, three Spencer produced through three different methods: casting, machining and forging. The first method, which is where we refine the material, and after the making a big rods and billets or sheets by the casting process. After the process is machining and then forging. The casting spencer is the weakest of all. The machine spencer is relatively stronger, and the strongest will be the forged spencer component required to minimum surface finish. As you see in that figure, we talk about this spencers, which is casted, machined or forged. In casting, there is a no grain continuously symmetrical structure, but in machining it is a parallel lines, as you see in that figure. It gives a better strength. But in forge, there is a shape in circular. You see the most refined grain structure, which is give more strength. So when we produce a component by the process of forging, then its strength is very higher than other processes. The forging process gives the highest dimensional accuracy. Forged components have better mechanical property like strength, toughness, etc. Forged components have better resistance to shock and vibration. Welding of forged part is easy. If we talk about disadvantage, complicated shapes not easily made by this process. Forge easily. Forging process is mostly suitable for large parts. Forging of brittle metal is difficult. Due to high cost of the forging die, the forging process is costly. More noise and vibration are produced during the process. When we talk about its application, where this process is used to manufacture different type of parts like car axle, crankshaft, connecting rod, leaf spring, crank hook, jet engine turbine, dice and blade, lever, flanges, propeller, hollow bodies, railway wheel disc, tank bottom, aircraft, rocket part, knife blade, bolt, nut, washer, collar gear, blank, etc. This is the some application which is process which is used to make this type of the part. Type of the forging process, it is hot forging. As we know, hot forging, the temperature of the material which is worked, it have below the melting or burning point and above the recrystallization point. During the process, there is a deformation of metal which is reduce the strength and increase the ductility of the metal. In cold forging, for certain products like bolt, rivets, screw, pin, nail, etc., cold forging also very common. It increases the strength which result from strain hardening of the component. According to method of applying the blows, two method we use: impact forging or gradual pressure. In impact forging, in this method, a machine that applies impact load on the workpiece called as forging hammer. It is a sudden load which is applied on the workpiece. In gradual pressure forging, in this method of the forging, the machine that apply gradual pressure on the workpiece called as forging press. According to degree of which the flow of workpiece is constrained by the dies. In open die forging, there is no restriction of the metal to plastically flow. As you see in that figure, there is a no constraint. Only upper die and lower die, which is upper die apply a force and it is plastically deformed in any direction of flat surface. But in closed die or impression die forging, in this the material is restricted to flow in a one direction when force apply. In one direction where it flow, there is a extra metal which is occur at the surface of workpiece, which is called flesh, which is cut by the machining process or trimming process. This is called impression die. During the operation, some portion of the workpiece flow beyond the die impression to form a flush. Flush is excess metal which is trimmed off at the end. Flushless forging. Flushless forging, where the metal is completely constrained to flow in any type of direction. As you see in that figure, the metal is constrained in whole directions. This is called flush forging. In this method, the workpiece is completely constrained with the die and no flush is produced. The volume of the initial workpiece must be controlled closely so that it matches within the volume of the die cavity. Okay, this is the forging process. If we talk about its type and the definition of the forging process, its advantage, disadvantage and application which is used in forging process. Okay, thank you very much. We talk about after lecture number 3 in next class is lecture 14, where we detail talk about forging process. Thank you very much.